Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Thanks for coming. So today's video is giving skincare, is giving self-care, self-love moment. So if you want to see how I get this gorgeous skin underneath my makeup, which contributes to how the makeup turns out, make sure you continue watching. And yeah. We gonna get right into it. Your girl is bare face. Okay, like for real, the real deal. But yeah, so I need to do some maintenance. I'm gonna do some exfoliation on my skin. Need to do these brows. I'm looking at a mirror right here. I need to do these brows, and yeah, just get her face back together again because it's definitely necessary. So yeah, let's get into it. Got my little comfy robe on, you know, it's giving spa vibes. And I'm just gonna pop my spa band on. This is from Simone Skin Aesthetic. Love her. To protect the hair, because you know your girl got a fresh little blowout underneath this. So I'm gonna go ahead and protect our edges. Just make sure everything is back there. Tucked away. And first things first, we're gonna take some of this, literally, I don't know if you can see this, but it's steaming hot water. So we're gonna go ahead and open up our pores. Also, my skin is actually clean from my previous shower earlier, so start with clean skin, and then we're gonna open our pores back up to, you know, just add some moisture back into the face and make the razor that we're gonna use to clean our skin and also our brows, make it like be able to slide easier. So we're gonna go ahead and take a clean washcloth. Be careful with this hot water because even the towel is steaming, okay? And we're just gonna tap that gently over our skin. And this is going to open our pores back up and add some moisture. Make sure this is clean as well. Don't want to be spreading germs. And I typically like to use darker washcloths for like my skincare because, you know, with the makeup and stuff, if I use white washcloths, girl, no. So just gonna dab this on. See, I'm already looking like replumped. Okay, so before we get into the full face, we're gonna hit our brows first and clean those up. Just because I feel like it's easier to pull the skin when there's not a product on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the brows first. I'm gonna go ahead and take a spoolie, something like this, and just comb through your brows because I do the under part of my brows first. And just comb the hairs up, out of the way, like that. Then, and I like to use a razor because, I mean, I plucked my brows, which that's, I guess, pleasing in a way, but like, I don't know, I'm over like the stinging feeling and stuff. Like I go in and clean them up, like if I need to get some hairs that I haven't been able to get with the razor. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just over tweezing my brows. So now I like to go in with the razor. I don't know, it's just my preferred method. Like I've tried waxing them myself. I used to get them waxed, I used to get them threaded, and I feel like the razor, it does a job and it's a lot less painful and it's easier and you can just boom, boom, bam. You know what I mean? So I like to pull the skin taut and just go up towards my brow in small motions, picking up any hairs that I don't want. This is for the front of my brow. And I am very hairy. So yeah, it's definitely work keeping it maintenance. And I just go in the direction with the hair. And I feel like holding the skin taut just makes it that much easier. And small strokes keeps you from like cutting yourself. So just go along with the shape of the brow. You can go back in, brush some hair off the skin, and also brush the hairs back in the direction. See, it's already looking cleaner. Brush the hairs back in the direction that you need them to go in, and just keep going with the shape. And then when I get to the tail end, I kind of change the way that I'm holding the tool and go downwards and out, but still in the direction with the hair. And then I can go back in and clean like the lower portion, go in the opposite way. And you can already see, look at the dead skin coming off. Like, she needs maintenance, okay? I don't know who I thought I was, but at least I get to make this video for y'all. Okay, so now the tool is like straight up and down, and I'm just cleaning with the tip of the tool, getting closer to the arch of my brow. And sorry I keep pausing, but it's kind of hard for my brain to concentrate on this and talk at the same time. And now I'm just going in and cleaning up the space. And my skin turns red easily, so just ignore that. I probably look so crazy right now. Yes, look at the difference. I don't care what anybody says. Like, the razor does what she's supposed to do. Like, kidding me? Look at the difference. So that's our first brow. And like, see how it's like already clean? Then I can go in with a tweezer and get like the little hairs that I'm like meticulous about. But yeah, so that's how you do the under part. Okay, so now we're gonna do the other side, which is always fun, because I feel like one side is always easier than the other. So this side, we're gonna start at the beginning again, but obviously I'm right-handed, so I'm using the tool in the opposite direction, and I'm cleaning up that first part of my brow, going downwards with like a straight angle or edge, because my brow is like straight in the beginning. And then I can even go like this, which is kind of awkward, but still clean that up. And then this side, we kind of hold it straight up and down, slightly angled the whole time, since we're coming from the right to the left. And don't forget to hold the skin taut so you don't cut yourself. And small strokes. Wow, my skin needs to be exfoliated so badly. This is crazy. The amount of hair that's coming off is satisfying though. So you just keep going, small strokes. And clean those hairs up. And then like we did before, not too close to the brow, but just clean up all the space going towards the eyelid. It's so satisfying when you clean up your brows. Like, the difference is insane. I have a mirror behind my camera, so that's what I'm looking at now. Look at one that's close to you and then look at one that's far away so you can see like your face in different dimensions. And always remember, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So they're not gonna be exactly the same, and that's because your face is shaped not completely asymmetrical. So they're supposed to be like slightly different. Okay, so before we get into the top of our brow, we're just gonna hit this warm water one more time just to add a little bit of moisture back to that area. Look at those brows. We didn't even do the top yet. So now we're gonna brush in the opposite direction, downwards, and move our hairs out the way. And now you're just gonna pull back, and I start kind of high because I'm just dramatic, I guess, but then go down to where you want your brows to stop. And like, go with the shape of your brow, unless you want to change the shape. But this brow, I got wax one time and the wax was too hot and the lady like burned my skin. So the end corner, like right here, doesn't necessarily grow the way that it should. So we just gotta work with what we got. This might gross some of you out, but like, look at the skin and hair. Yo. Just kidding. But the top is kind of easier because you're just keeping the razor straight and going towards the brow, and you can kind of gauge where you should stop. And just gonna keep, I go like very little by little, because once it's gone until it grows back. And look, you brush your hairs back into place. Voila. Brow is literally perfection. Okay, so now we're gonna do the other side. Like, these flyaways are so stubborn. So now we're gonna do the other side. I needed my brows done so bad because whoops, what am I doing? Other way. I needed my brows done so bad because I'm already feeling like a new woman and we don't even have a beat on or anything. Like, natural beauty coming through. So comb our brows down and pull the skin taut and slowly go inwards and stop to where you want the thickness to be, or stop at how thick you want your brow to be. This little flyway is literally driving me like, why are you being so aggressive? Okay, so this brow's like a little bit pointy, but I kind of take that point off like that a little bit, just a little bit. And bring her in. Kind of calm the point down just a tiny bit. Yes. And brush her back into place. And you can just literally see the skin just like flying off my face. If you were here in person, you would literally be like, wow, she needs to exfoliate. Okay, so this is how the brows look, nice and cleaned up. And I'm pretty happy with them. as they are, but I am gonna trim my hairs a little bit. So let me get a little handy dandy scissors. And for the front of the brow, I just brush upwards, kind of pushing the hair towards the middle. And come in a little bit close to where the brow hairs naturally lay and cut it like that. This side isn't as crazy in the front, so just cut it like that. You don't want to cut in too close because then you'll have like an itch, like an etch in your brow or like a gash, and that is not what we want. And then for the tail end, I brush downwards. And since our brows are already cleaned up, it's pretty easy to tell where you should clip, which is right along that same line. And I don't cut it too short because I don't want to lose too much of the brow. And this side, this side is a little crazy, not gonna lie. These hairs are a little longer, but that's good. And yes, now we are looking phenomenal. Boom. And then we'll just hit the middle. Not that I have a unibrow or anything, but just hit the middle and clean up. I kind of go in like a little of an angle because my brows are not like straight up and down, they're kind of angled. And just clean up the inner part of the brow, and then take the tip of the tool and go down the front. I literally cannot wait to get to the second part of this video because why is my skin acting so crazy right now? And boom, brows done. Okay, so finally, let's get into this skin because she is in desperate need. So this is still a little bit damp, and I'm just gonna go over my skin, just constantly adding moisture back into it. And now I'm gonna take a little bit of oil and take a brush and apply this to my skin. And this will help. Actually, we'll add a little underneath our eyes just to add moisture to that area anyways. And this will help with the razor so we don't get cuts. And just gonna start with that section and pull your skin taut. And start going down towards your jawline. Look at that. Wow, who am I? Look at that. Look at the difference. I don't know if you can tell, but like, look how smooth she is. I've got to stop saying she. Seriously. For things that are not people. And you're just going to repeat this process slowly. Going down across your face. And this just helps exfoliate, get rid of dead skin. Because you know, it's about to be winter, so. And I feel like my skin has been really dry lately. Like, even my scalp when I wash my hair. Just be careful going in here. And make sure you pull that skin taut as possible. This is so satisfying. Like, look, I don't know if you can tell the difference, but I sure can. Get rid of the stash while we're at it. Ooh, when we exfoliate after this, skin is gonna be literally looking phenomenal. Just clean up the jawline. This side is done. I don't really get too crazy in these areas. I don't know, just not necessary to me. But I'm gonna do the other side. I understand. I cannot wait to take this do-rag off because wow, the little knot is killing me. But now we're gonna get into the forehead. So back into our oil, which we did a good portion of it from doing our brows, but we're still gonna get in there. And get that excess dead skin off. And try not to go over the brow, the parts that you did while doing your brows, because you don't want to irritate the skin. And I don't do this like all the time. I just do this when my skin is feeling like it needs extra love. Careful not to give yourself a lineup. Okay, so now we're just going to wipe everything away and take a look at our face. And you know I'm gonna do a beat after this. Like, I mean, why not? Just make sure I clean my skin really well when I finish and I'm done wearing my makeup. Okay. So this is the new skin. Look how pretty she looks. Obsessed. Okay. Now we get into cleansing, little exfoliation, and I'm like a old school bar of soap kind of person. I used to use the Aveeno foaming face wash, and that used to do the job, but I feel like nothing gets the job done like a good old classic bar of like Dial soap, like the gold bar. Need a little bit more water. Okay, so now just go in and cleanse the skin. And just make sure you go down your neck. I don't know about you, but sometimes I get pimples like underneath my chin and like right here. and they hurt. Okay. And now we're just going to take a damp rag and clean all that away. Okay, so the face is complete, clean, shining, glistening. And you can go in now with your moisturizer of your choice and just let it soak in, or you can get into a beat and then you have a fresh, clean base to work with. But that's how I do my brows and exfoliate my skin when I really, really need it and it's super dry and flaky. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little skincare video moment, and I'll see you guys in my next one.